there, and welcome to today's daily premium newsletter for April 24th. So today's market roared higher as we saw some record high volume for the quarter. As the bull run entered its 12th day, there was some brief concern that we might be seeing a plateau at the $400 billion mark. But today that concern was smashed as the market rocketed to an impressive $35 billion higher. In the past week alone, we've added $100 billion to the total market cap, which is no small feat. Ethereum crossed an important milestone of $700, while Bitcoin continues to inch higher, but importantly lost an entire 1% of its market dominance today, showing that as the market continues to rise, Bitcoin's reign as number one continues to fall. Despite this, Bitcoin will undoubtedly continue its rise throughout the year. Bill Baruch, a cryptocurrency bull who called both Bitcoin's recent slump and the ensuing rally similar to our predictions, set a near-term Bitcoin price target of $11,500 to $11,800 on CNBC today. This comes right after Tim Draper set a price target of $250,000 per Bitcoin by 2022. Again, we don't put any stock in experts, but there's a good consensus right now that the market is on a good trajectory. What could be adding fuel to today's impressive run is that Thomson Reuters released survey results of over 400 undisclosed businesses, which details how 1 in every 5 have plans to begin to direct contact with cryptocurrency assets in the next 12 months. 70% of those who affirmed yes to crypto in 2018 also said they had plans to begin within the next 3 to 6 months, indicating at least 56 new players offering cryptocurrency in some form by October. Meanwhile, Bitcoin shorts are at a low for the month, indicating the bulls have control. This was confirmed to us as Ripple is nearing the $1 per XRP mark after brushing off accusations from a former Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or CFTC, chairman that XRP is likely a security under US law. EOS in particular was today's top performer as it continues to lead the top 200. The surge in price for EOS has largely been driven by the Koreans. The EOS KRW pairs on Upbit and BitThumb, which are two Korean exchanges, account for more than $600 million in volume, or approximately 1/3 of the token's total daily trading volume. Meanwhile, cryptocurrency hedge fund Multicoin Capital released a detailed analysis and valuation of EOS, stating that the token will likely see significant upward price action in the midterm. Frankly, this is an easy conclusion given that EOS's mainnet launch, which is currently scheduled for June 1st, is only 38 days away, so the market's anticipation for this event will increase buy pressure over the next month. In other news, Binance subtly added a feature we've been waiting for a long time. Convert to BNB allows users to exchange their small assets for BNB or the Binance coin. Any balance under the minimum trade size for an exchange, for Binance that's 0.002 Bitcoin or about $20 worth, cannot be used for trades and is usually not able to be withdrawn due to the small size. So, these useless pieces of coins are known as dust. Essentially in cryptocurrency terms, dust is a phrase which refers to small assets. So to solve this, Binance now allows you to convert this dust completely into BNB tokens. To take advantage of this, you simply need to go into the Funds tab on Binance, and there's an option which says Convert to BNB. One of the big pieces of news today we covered in today's Telegram alert was that myetherwallet.com, one of the most popular online wallets for Ethereum and ERC20 tokens, was compromised. Data from Etherscan shows that over $150,000 worth of Ethereum has been stolen in the DNS hack. While this is not explicitly MyEtherWallet's fault, nor does it indicate any security flaws with MyEtherWallet's system, it does highlight the need for vigilance in your security. For example, any site that you're using sensitive information on, for example, your cryptocurrency websites or even your bank accounts or anything like that, right by the URL in the top of the browser you're using, there's usually an indication that the site you're using is secure. For example, in Chrome, it will say secure in green text with a little block next to it, and that makes sure that you're using a website that has a valid secure SSL certificate, which means you can't be taken advantage of in the manner that today's hack occurred. And so with that, I'll turn it over to Doc. Have a great day, everyone.
Good evening, it's Doc for ReadySetCrypto. As I look around the top 10 here, it seems like everybody in crypto has a little bit of spring to their step lately. We have come off the bottom pretty strong. So even though I believe that longer term, we're still in the grip of the bear and we're going to have strong rallies and we're going to see strong rallies faded, and it's going to be a little bit confusing for a while, it doesn't mean that these rallies aren't fun to play in. So we're going to make hay while the sun shines. Let's go through the top 10 really quickly here. Here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up quite a bit today, 9% alone. Ethereum looks really strong. This is a little bit concerning that the CHOP index is just in complete exhaustion across the board. So this is a little bit unsustainable as we press up these Bollinger Bands, but whatever. Again, as I say in the technical analysis course, indicators show you the probability of something happening, but price overrules everything. Price can do whatever it wants to because it's driven by demand and supply. Oops, here is Ripple. Ripple is actually setting up for the next consolidation. This one looks very, very nice. In fact, that's what I'm going to say just about everything here, with the exception of a couple. You know, again, Bitcoin Cash just getting a little bit too far, a little bit too fast. And this one's killing me. EOS was the pick that I had in last night's Telegram group, and I said, I want this to come down just a little bit further because we're at exhaustion and this is probably going to consolidate for another couple of days. So I was just trying to get a little bit of edge in the trade, and sometimes this is what happens, is that if you get a little too picky, then the train leaves the station and you're left with no handles to grab onto. So I cannot chase this. I will not chase this. I'll wait for the next setup that shows and then simply enter at that point. Now, we want to make also sure that we're not sitting here setting ourselves up for, now I don't know why this looks so horrible on the weekly chart. Let's see what the issue is here. Looks like we have some kind of bad tick because I have this issue with a couple of other ones too. It looks like a bad tick is pressing down the Bollinger Bands to some phantom level that doesn't exist. Let's see if I can pull this over to here. Nope, still no good. But regardless, we don't have any exhaustion setting up in the weekly chart, so we should be good to go for the next signal on EOS. Okay, so here's Litecoin, again, going through the top 10 here. Stair-stepping, everything is stair-stepping, breaking out, consolidating, breaking out, consolidating. Here is ADA, Cardano, and this one is actually doing a nice job of consolidating, walking sideways, stair-stepping, right? Stair-stepping. Breakout, stair-step, breakout, stair-step, breakout, stair-step, sideways. Love the pattern. Here's Stellar. Again, nice stair-stepping movement here. Everything looks really, really good across the board. Oops, as we're seeing, yeah, I don't know what that issue is with the Bollinger Bands. Okay, here is IOTA. This one's just kind of crawling up. This is called a band ride. Here is Neo. Neo's consolidating, trying to break out right now. And probably the biggest surprise that I just noticed here is that number 11 on CoinMarketCap is Tron. And look at it go. So everybody's getting all excited about Tron. So Tron is today's Ripple, right? So everybody loves these cheap coins that they can pile onto and get massive leverage. This is almost the leverage of an option right now, as this is the Tron versus dollar. They're running for 7.5 cents. Get yours now. So in summary here, let's not get carried away. Never chase after one of these. Always wait for the consolidation. If it doesn't show up, if it continues going on, wave goodbye at it. There's thousands of other coins to invest in. I'm just talking about the top 10 for right now, though. Okay, so there's, let's go over a couple of trades that we got into yesterday, or tried to get into yesterday, as well as today's pick. Here is Walton Chain versus BTC. Now, if I pull up Walton versus the dollar, it's going to look a lot stronger. This is the problem when you use Bitcoin as a denominator, is that your altcoin has to go faster and further than Bitcoin does for it to show a gain. So right now this is just kind of stalling out, but I like the energy here, and I like the trajectory and the reversal of polarity that this one is on. So I'm going to look for, I think maybe 30% on this is a little bit aggressive. I think I'm going to have to back down these swing trades to about 10% until we can, you know, get into kind of a groove here. Now, I just noticed this one. This is Omisigo. I love this pattern here. I love this pattern. This one's too late to jump on board, but okay, once again, here is EOS BTC, and this is, I mean, look at this. I mean, it's Bitcoin is up 9%, and then this tells you something if EOS has got a candle, and it's up 26%. So it's up 26% above what Bitcoin is doing. Now, if you miss a trade because you're looking for just a little bit more edge. There actually is a little bit of a vulgar expression that goes around in trading, which I will not share in this format, but maybe over a beer in person someday. But that's exactly what happened to me last night. Okay, onward to today's pick. So this is Ontology. Ontology, this one is a relatively new coin. What I like about this one is, first of all, the trend. Well, if I go to the weekly chart, there's probably not going to be much to work with here. We have a weekly uptrend. It's only been around for just a few weeks now. But as far as the daily chart uptrend, nice consolidation. That's a beautiful flag that's showing up. And again, since we're pricing this against Bitcoin, the fact that Bitcoin is up 9% today and Ontology is up another 9% on top of that speaks to the strength. I love this pattern. I love the fact that the Bollingers are in a squeeze right now. We have a large amount of energy, plenty to go. I'm going to look for the price to come back up to retest the highs. So I want to set up a limit order for the price to come back up to the highs. That should probably do it for this one. Now, just one word before I go here is that all of these positions that I'm doing in this section of the newsletter, so if you haven't figured out where these are, it's the very last section at the bottom of the newsletter before you get into the contact us and that kind of stuff. So that's where these are being hosted at. And I've got a little portfolio tool that was suggested to me, which I'm using today, which seems to be doing the job. These are fixed risk positions. So the first question that everybody asked is, how do I set the stop for these? How do I set the stop? Well, I don't have a stop for these. The risk management is done through position sizing. Risk management is done through position sizing. So Ontology could go down to 0. Could go to 0 tomorrow, and all I'm going to lose on my account is what I've defined for this, typically somewhere between 1% to 2% of my account. So that means that I'm not going to retire tomorrow if this thing takes off, right? But this is like a game of baseball. It's a bunch of base hits. It's stealing second base. It's getting around. It's scoring runs. It's not home run after home run after home run. So leave that home run stuff for the larger part of your buy and hold portfolio. That's really what it's meant for. Swing trading is not meant to be done with 50% of your account. 70% of your account, which is how so many people do it. That's how you blow an account out. This is for the long run. So learn how to hit base hits. This is what swing trading is for. Use fixed risk positions for these. No stop. Simple. All right, that's it for today's report. We'll see you tomorrow, folks.